So my car had this horrible rattle. I became very much convinced that there was something seriously wrong with the car. It mostly just happened when I accelerated, but after a little bit of Googling, I figured out that it was probably this loose heat shield. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but it turned out to be this one, and so I'm just going to show you how I made these little extra washers because it had corroded through, and a really quick fix. So before you get started, right, make sure you chalk whatever wheels you're pivoting off of, jack stands, use a proper jack. Do not rely on the jack to hold up your car. This is not a video about how to jack up your car, but I'll link to maybe one of those. And yeah, make sure you're extremely safe, and let's get started. All right, so you can see there's one of the screws. I've already taken it out. It's completely corroded through. Another one here that I haven't taken out yet. This is not a good position to film, but you can see again, completely corroded through. And then there's another one over there. These are 10 millimeter bolts, by the way. So I'm gonna get these out and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so if you've seen my video, I installed a cat protector. And one of the things you have to do to get the cat protector on is take off this other heat shield. So I already had this. I've seen other videos where people use things like strapping for hanging up pipes. I'll put a link to that video. I didn't have the metal strapping. I only had plastic. Probably not a great idea to use plastic because this is a heat shield after all. But it's also not the best idea to mix metal types. I don't totally understand it, but when you have two kinds of metal touching each other, it just tends to cause problems. So since I have this piece of heat shield I don't actually need anymore, I'm actually going to basically cut this up to make washers, so that I've got heat shield metal touching heat shield metal rather than some other kind of material that wasn't engineered to go with the car. So I'm going to attempt to just kind of score this with these wire cutters. I don't think it's going to be able to cut through. You can see I sort of stamped it, and I'm just going to try to do the old fold and bend metal trick to cut it. Yeah, so there you go. I'm just going to find a few more places where I can cut off some pieces and make these little washers. I mean, obviously not everyone is going to have a spare heat shield. You might be able to go to a junkyard, get a new one. I honestly didn't even look to see if these are expensive. Again, I don't suggest you use plastic strapping like this, but it's all I had to show in this video. But if you're going to use metal, try to get, I believe this is tin. I think you could probably just spray paint it with some, heat paint, heat resistant paint. They make high temperature paint. So then if this was just spray painted, at least you wouldn't have two different metals touching. That would be your other option. All right, so I got 3 pieces here. I'll reshape them under the car if necessary, and let's get this reattached. Here's what they look like on. I sort of got lucky in that the shape of these pieces that I took kind of matched the contours of what was already there. You can see, this extra shape here is the sort of washer I made out of the cat cover, the kind of long, funny one I put here in the middle, and then this back one, the very rear of the car, it had already corroded all the way through. So I've actually folded this up and over, like I showed you at the beginning, and folded this up over the side. So hopefully that will kind of hold this from rattling loose, but I think the other 2 should help. All right, so that actually was a pretty easy job. I'd say it took me maybe an hour, and I actually didn't have a plan. Basically need one tool, not counting some way of jacking your car. So yeah, I don't know if this video helped you out. Like it, share it, consider subscribing. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.